Hello there, Kevin from the Saber factory, and today in this new video guide I'm going to show you the difference between a Baselit saber and a Neopixel blade, which is one of the most asked questions when it comes to lightsabers, because these are the two blade technologies. So I'm not necessarily going to go into details about what the different boards do in terms of sounds, etc. But I'm going to focus really on the blade aspect, which is on the standard sabers, or GBX sabers. These are standard blades, baselit. And I'm going to show you what this means compared to a full LED blade, which is a Neopixel blade. Let's dive into it. Okay, so first, let's start by comparing the two different technologies. So basically here, this is the Neopixel blade, and this is a standard blade. The difference, as you may have heard on another video, is that this is baselit. So the light is going to shine through the LED emitter, which is in the hilt. And this is a Xenopixel board, which has a Neopixel connector. And this connector is going to plug on the blade itself to light up the LEDs inside the blade. So this is the main difference between the two. And now let's see what it does. As you can see, plugging a blade in is pretty quick. So I'm going to start with the standard baselit saber. And then, so here the light goes from the hilt inside the blade. So I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it's going to be less bright at the tip of the blade than it is by the hilt. Here on the Xenopixel saber, it's got a Neopixel blade, meaning it's full LEDs from top to bottom. And when you turn this on, it is much brighter from top to bottom, and it's got some cool effects. Now, let's dive into it. Let's see what they do. So this is the baselit saber. It is an empty polycarbonate blade. The emitter is in the hilt, so it makes it a all-round cheaper saber because the technology is simpler. It's got limited sound fonts and functionalities compared to this, but mostly this is an empty polycarbonate blade. It means that you can duel with it. It is very strong, very durable. It is ideal for dueling. I can show you some of the effects that you get with it. So you have 12 of these sound fonts that you can scroll through. When you turn your lightsaber, you can have flash on clash or blaster deflection. Because it is baselit, it's just basically going to flash the whole blade. So yeah, you also have some blade effects, but very little in comparison, like an unstable blade. So it's basically kind of a stroboscope effect. You have pulse. So basically pulse is kind of nice. It's like breathing, you know, in and out, like lightsabers do. So this is like, I think it's the best type of blade effect that you can have. And then a steady saber. So here, very simple blade effects due to the limitations of a baselit saber, but with the Xenopixel, you have a full LED blade, more brightness, more uniform, and you have many localized and progressive light effects. It also means that it's going to be more expensive. It's better looking, all around. There's a risk of breaking the LEDs when dueling, so we do not recommend using Neopixel blades when dueling if you do it very seriously. If it's just for show and you kind of like pretend or just hit at a medium I would say strength, it's okay, but yeah, know that there is a risk of breaking LED here. So you have a lot of effects here. Basically, I'm going to show you a few of them.
Rainbow blade.
For instance, this. The rainbow blade. There's another called candy blade also, but basically this shows you that because it is a Neopixel blade, it can do, well, a lot of localized or motion effects like this. This is also the very popular Sailor Moon effect that people love. Another
Candy blade.
That's candy blade, so basically the same.
Blaster blade.
Blaster blade. So basically it doesn't light up until you shoot. So like you can shoot blasters with it. It's fun.
Ghost blade.
Ghost blade, I'm not going to demo it, not very interesting.
Broken ignition.
But yeah, broken ignition. So you have also ignition effect. So here it kept the candy blade that I had, but it gave me like a startup effect. And you have a lot of them, so I'm not necessarily going to browse into all of them right now, but it was just to show you that these blades, they can do a lot. Yeah. Also, very simply put, so you can see here another type of localized effect on the blade. They have, of course, blaster deflection, so it's always going to be at a different spot, you know, on the saber, which is much better than just the blade flashing entirely, which is what the Baselit will do, of course. So yeah, the Neopixel and the standard blade here, they're both different options. They look different and they have more or less functionalities, depends on the one that you pick. But yeah, they all serve different purposes. One is really cool for dueling and is cheaper, and the other one looks great but is more expensive. So well, it depends on what you're looking for and motion controls. So yeah, I hope that this video has helped you understand the difference between the two technologies, Baselit and Neopixel, and I'll see you in the next video guide. May the force be with you.